Yes, yes, yes. It's mine. We'll play right now. Yummy, yummy, yummy. We like it. Wow. Oits and choits. It's time for us for oits. Oits, oits, oits. It's time for us for oits. Yay, yay. Eating is good for you. Yay, yay, yay. You like it, woo. Yay, look at my babe. Well, he's my boy, and I love him. I know it sounds funny the way I talk to him, but that's how I always talk to my baby. 'Cause that's my little heart right there. And I love him. Right, Weedy B? Your mommy's everything, honey. Do you know how much your mama love you? Oh wait, do you know how much you mean to me? Do you know, go Weedy B, how much I love you? Yeah, you mean the world to me. A wittin', you mean the world to me. I love you, my baby. I love you, my little angel. You are the reason that I breathe every day. You're the reason that my heart wants to stay. And I love you, my little boy. Yes, I love you, my little boy. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. Yay, my baby. I love my baby 'cause he means the world to me. You want some cherry tomatoes, honey? Of course you can have. Those aren't balls now, Bible. Yes, yes you can. I'm going to open it. Mom's going to open the cherry tomatoes for the baby so he can have a healthy snack. Mom's going to open the cherry tomatoes. I gotta rinse them off to give you a healthy snack. I'm waiting. Hold on. I gotta rinse them off, honey. Okay? Because they're touched during shipping and packing. Shipping and handling here. All right, guys. Let's see. Here's the test of time. Does the baby want the cherry tomatoes? Oh, Lord Jesus. Yay! I'm so proud of you. Oh, my God. Yes. Oh, no, Weedy B, that's not for you to throw around. This is food, honey. I try to feed him, like I said, in the truck when I was trying to give him the oranges. No, baby, look at mommy. Look. I'm here. I'll give you one more. Here. No, see, guys, he thinks it's a toy. No, baby. No, honey. No, my love. That's num-nums, baby. I can't allow it. Okay, I'll make you a deal. Look. You can put them in this container for me. See, I'm always trying to accommodate him. I want him to be happy. So even I'll allow him to do silly things like this. And actually, it's not bad. It's teaching him to put food in a container. Okay, let's see how he does it, guys. Here's the container. Remember, guys, I'm in a shelter. They do not allow you to have a couch. So if anyone was wondering, like, why don't have any furniture? Because in this shelter, they do not allow it. So you see that? All they gave us is that one chair and that table, and it wasn't anything we can eat as a family. So I said, let me put my little knickknacks on it, because I didn't know what else to do. You know, isn't that crazy?
I mean, I don't know how the shelter system runs in other states, guys. But if anybody can tell me if anybody has been through the shelter. Here, baby, look at mama. Look at my, wait, baby. Look. Yay! If anybody has been through, good boy. 3. Let's count. You got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Up. You have to rinse it off now. I just cleaned the floor, so 9, I believe. 10. Good boy. And it continues. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Good boy. Proud of you, honey. Up. Good job. 21, 22, 23. Well, if they're living somewhere else. Hold on, Tito's asking me a question. Yeah, I don't know, Bob. I mean, I guess if people living in other states, the shelter system may run a little different. So, yeah, he was asking me about if I knew about that. No, I really don't. That's why I'm asking you guys. Yeah, you did it, honey. Good boy. Good boy. You want to put it back in here? What are you going to do with them? No, baby, you cannot. What the hell's going on? Oops, sorry, guys. Sweetie B, you want to try to put them back in the container? And we can count them again? Got to get creative. Look, let's do it one more time. Let's put them back in there, and you do it again. Ready? Good boy. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, hold on, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Well, how many we got there? Up. 324, 25 cherry tomatoes. 26, 27. Good boy. Good job. Way, my baby. I believe that's 30. Up, 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 up. I got it. I got it. Good boy. 1, 32, and 33. What a number. 33 is the number that my Lord was crucified. 33 years old. Jesus lived to 33, guys. I'm making my baby. They have these pizzas. And I was feeding him broccoli. He ate a couple of pieces, so that was good. And in Western Beef, I don't know if they have... Good boy! See, he did it all by himself, guys. And I just cleaned the floor. So how I clean the floor is I don't use a mop because I think mops really make the floor more dirty if you think about it. Or you got to constantly clean out the water because, see, let's say you take a mop and you run it across the floor and dunk it in the bucket. and then you spread it around. You spreading dirty water around because you just clean the floor with the same mop water, you know. And it's just, if you think about it, what I do is I use rags, and every time I use the rag, I'll get down on my knees or I'll use my feet, and I get in all the corners and everything. And when I'm done cleaning one area, I will ring and rinse, ring and rinse, ring and rinse. Okay, until the water runs basically clean, and then I'll run it over again, the floor, and and repeat and do the same thing. Because I mean, you could do that also with the mop, which would be great. You know, to keep your floor sanitary. And I do not allow shoes in the house. I cannot stand that. I think, you know, especially if you don't have kids, that's one thing. But if you have kids, you know, it's different, because remember, young kids like to crawl and play on the floor. And if you're running your shoes in the floor, just think, you step in all kinds of things outside, and you're bringing all those germs back in the house, and the kids can get sick from that. That's why, you know how you know if your floors are clean? If you can walk barefoot on your floors, and your feet don't turn like colors, you know, from the debris, or get like grimy or black underneath, then you know your floors are clean. Let's check my feet. Basically clean, yeah. Yep. It was a little something there because, we just came in from outside. But I cleaned the kitchen floor. I just cleaned it, or I wouldn't allow him to do that. You know, I wouldn't even allow him to sit on the floor if I didn't clean it. Sometimes I use bleach, but most of the time I use antibacterial soap, because bleach is very harsh chemical. And the fumes are just really potent, so, you know, you got to be careful with that. Like I said, especially if you got young kids, you got to be very careful. And, yeah, so here's my bottles. Show that I'm clean. Today's Friday. I get my take-homes. They randomly swab. They don't do urine, because urine tests are BS. Get random swabs from my program, okay, and I'm going to even ask them to do it more, because, you know, to me, I think sometimes, you know, they'll forget, and I have to remind them. So, you know, that's why I'm like, no, you know, I want my test every week, random, you know, do it even 2 times. I think that they should test the people in the program twice a week. Because a lot of times people try to be slick, and they'll get tested, and then they'll know they ain't going to be tested until a couple of more days the next week, you know, and I just hope nobody's doing that, and then they'll use, and that's not right. You know, that's, especially, you know, if you don't have kids, that's one thing. But when you got kids and you're using like that, I really think it's a disgrace. I really do. I know people relapse sometimes, and honestly, I never relapsed. Never. I never did drugs with any of my kids. Never. And that's one thing I can take to my grave and be proud of myself. You know, I did get pregnant on the street, but like I said, that was circumstantial, and I was already foregone into being out in the street for, I think I was 7 years deep at that point. You know, yeah, 7 years deep. So, that was that was a long time ago, though. My son is 12 years old already. He was born on Halloween. So, look at my baby, everybody. Isn't he so sad? I wish he would eat the cherry tomatoes. I want you to eat them, baby. But he loves to count, and I'm proud of him. Watch what he does. He's going to put it back in. Look how smart he is. Oh, look, guys. Look how smart he is. Yay! Good boy. I'm so proud of him. He is so smart. Look at how intelligent my son is, man. Come on, guys. He's only 2. That's very smart what he's doing. He's learning how to put it in a container and counting. Yes. How many is that? 6, 7, 8. 9, 10. Good boy. Let me see how many we got there. I want to catch up with the count. So, yeah, it's just, it's good to teach your kids at a young age about eating healthy and starting, a good future for them. Because a lot of kids I wasn't fed right. I was fed garbage as a child. Absolute garbage. And it's so sad. Because remember, I moved around back and forth with my parents. And when I lived with my mom first, when I was really little, she gave us vitamins, and that I have to say, but I never remember eating fruits and vegetables and nothing like that. I don't remember ever eating anything healthy as a kid. And then when I moved live with my dad, forget about it. Oh my God, we didn't have no vitamins. At least give your kids vitamins, but we weren't even given that. And my dad ran a coffee truck business. Roach Coach, the food trucks, he did that. And, they would make all these, and my stepmother would make the foods instead of going to a deli or a restaurant and having an account and stocking up. Like my brother Anthony used to stock up at the pizza place and the Chinese place and sell their food out of his truck. And he would, make a commission off of that. And then he would sell other things like snacks and Snapples and, pastries and coffee and all that stuff. Look how smart my baby is. You're so smart. I'm so proud of you, baby. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. 3 tomatoes. 4, 5. My baby. Yeah, so my dad ran the coffee truck, and my stepmother used to wake us up in the morning before school, and I would have to help her make all these delicious, chicken salad sandwiches, and tuna fish sandwiches, and just delicious, Parmesan. These sandwiches I was drooling as a kid, and I wasn't allowed to eat none of it. If I got caught eating even a bite, I got in trouble, and I was so hungry. I remember I'm not lying, I'm telling you, I wasn't starved as a kid. I'm not saying that, but I wasn't fed properly. I remember being hungry for the nutritional foods. And my stepmother wouldn't let us eat none of the sandwiches. And I would have to make them and wrap them up and put the names of the and it was I just remember wanting to have one of those sandwiches so bad, and I wasn't allowed. As a matter of fact, the coffee truck was parked in front of the house. Good job, baby. Every single night. It was there, My dad owned it. He paid for let me see, not that he rented, he leased it, so he owned it, but he had to pay, he had to pay a commission on certain things. I believe that's how it went. So, it would be parked in front of the friggin' house every day. After they were done. It's not like they bought it back to whoever owned it, because my dad was leasing it, so basically he owned it. And my brother owned one too. My brother and my dad. But my brother's truck was always open. And I used to get snacks from his truck. But my brother, unfortunately, my brother passed away, guys. My brother Anthony, may he rest in peace. He was the sweetest, kindest soul in the world. And he's 15 years older 14 years and a couple of months older than me. So, when that was happening to me and my sister when we were little, he was already out of the house, So, but my brother Jimmy was there, and he just, he just didn't mind. He didn't mind. He did not mind, guys. I'm sorry, there was something happening outside. I had to check it out, outside the door. Sometimes, if I'm talking and you hear me pause for a second, it's because I'm either listening to something outside or something outside the door. So, yeah. My brother Anthony, he rest in peace, but it was like he didn't really take too good care of the truck. Like, basically, he would let the food go bad, guys, and, I couldn't eat that. I couldn't eat the food on his truck, because sometimes I would get a sour stomach, and I threw up a couple of times, and he meant well, but my brother Anthony he wasn't a very sanitary person, basically. Oh my God, but my brother Anthony, he looked just like John Travolta. My brother Anthony was gorgeous. Absolutely. He looked, John Travolta in his prime, twin. Like, people, remember the show, Vinnie Barbarino, Welcome Back, Kotter? That was him. And there was a story where he was running down the street back in 1979. When my family moved out to the island from Mount Vernon, and my brother Anthony is running, and the thing is, all these girls were chasing him down the block. They were saying, "Oh my God, it's John Travolta, it's Vinnie Barbarino," and ironically, our last name is Barbarisi. Excuse me. So go figure that, my brother. Here it is, a clone. I'm talking about. They was they have the same cliff chin, the same eyes, the same nose, he looks exactly like John Travolta in Welcome Back, Kotter and Grease. The movie Grease, my brother Anthony was a couple of years younger than him. I think 5, 6 years younger than him. But he really looked exactly like him. Oh my God, I'm going to show pictures one day. You guys will be like, wait a minute, is that John Travolta? I'm not even kidding. And my sister Diane looks just like Andie MacDowell, the actress. My sister Diane's beautiful. And my cousin Chrissy looks just like Cindy Crawford, dead ringer. She's just short, but her face is exactly the same eyes. Cindy Crawford's eyes are a little more deep set than hers, but that's about it. The same nose, the same eyes, the same shape of face, the same lips, the same smile. If you seen my cousin Crystal, you would think that she looks more like her daughter than Cindy Crawford's daughter, and that's the truth. My brother Jimmy looks just like Chachi from Happy Days, Scott Baio. My father looked just like, let me show you my father. My father looked just like Tom Selleck. He looks exactly he's like a mix. Look, right? That's my father. Doesn't he look like Tom Selleck and Burt Reynolds mixed? That's my sister Diane. She was a nun. Because after the abuse, she became an introvert, my poor sister. And that is my son, JJ. And that was me. When I was, I believe I was 19, turning 20 in that picture. Yeah. That was my baby. That is my baby. He'll be 22 in March. Yeah. That was right before 9/11. Right before 9/11. My daughter was born on I was in labor when the Twin Towers were being hit. I was in labor. And what happened is I went to get a sonogram that day, and while I was getting the sonogram, everybody started freaking out and crying. So as I was getting a sonogram, the towers were hit the same moment. So just imagine that. Here I am. Let me see. It was 2001. I'm about to turn. I was 21. I have a baby boy. I was pregnant with my daughter. And I'm getting a sonogram, and all of a sudden the towers got hit. And the doctor said, you need to deliver your baby. So I had to go to the hospital, and they had to induce my labor. Look how smart he is. Isn't that wonderful, Tito? You see what he's doing? I've been counting with him. 1, 2. Look at my baby. He's so happy. He loves doing that. That's good for him. It's teaching him. I'm teaching him how to count. And I'm teaching him how to put, he's doing it himself. I don't need to teach him nothing. I'm teaching him how to count. And the colors are red, cherry tomatoes, and I'm counting with him here and there as I'm telling my story. Okay, the pizza's done. Guys, always got to keep the pot handles turned in. Remember that. Pot handles turned in. Remember that old commercial back in the day? I don't know if people remember that. Remember, I'm 40 years old, so I remember everything. And I have a photographic memory. No, I'm sorry, photostatic memory. I'm sorry. Sometimes I get that little... I have a rote memory, if anybody knows what that means. That means I memorize things very precisely. So I have memories of me. Good boy, I have memories of me in the crib at like 1 year old, I remember. Sometimes my memory, like what I do is I lay back and I go in my memory bank and I start I remember all my memories. Because if you don't think about your memories, I'm talking about good ones, guys. Good memories. Little tidbits of good memories that I do have. I cling on to them and I keep replaying them in my mind, in my conscience. Because if I don't do that, it's like exercising your brain. When you think about, if you do have good memories as a kid, I suggest that you lay back and just think about all the good memories and try to go as far back as you can. And I'm telling you, God bless you all the days of your life. And I'm telling you, do that, you will find your memory to be enhanced because it's like you're going in the files of your brain. And, that causes a lot of, chemicals to be released in the body. Good chemicals and good healthy brain function. You ever see a person's like a brain scan where they show when a person is doing something they enjoy, you see that the brain shows like these lights and stuff. It like simulates light. It's like an electrical pulse. That stimulates these brain waves, these neurons. And it's absolutely amazing to see the brain activity in action. It's really so interesting. Like a person will be sitting there, be quiet and not doing anything, and they give this person like a test, or they'll ask them a question, or they'll put on relaxing music, or they'll ask them to do something they enjoy, and you see the different brain waves to their functionality levels to what they're matching to what they're doing. You'll see the different levels of like these chemicals being released in the brain, and it actually shows like lights and stuff. It's really amazing how the brain is a computer. So you can go into like the files of your computer, which is your brain, and stimulate these memories if you have fond memories. That's what I do with the little fond memories I have. So the fond memories I have are like just little things like me playing with a toy, or me looking out the window, or me looking at myself in the mirror and looking at a pretty dress, or me smelling the flowers, or me petting my pet bunny. See, I'm thinking about it right now, and I'm telling you, I have such a memory, guys. My memory is so amazing. I surprise people all the time. Like, if I haven't seen a person in years, I'll bring up something they mentioned to me, and they'll be like, huh? Like, how did you remember that? Like, even with Chris Arnade, I brought up because he saved a cat. He named the cat 1314. He told me this one time, 8 years ago, when he did an update on me. And when I asked him, he's like, I can't believe you remember that one. He texted me back. He's like, wow. You know, he was amazed. But it's 30 minutes, guys. So, you know, I just want to say, God bless you guys. Everyone have a safe and beautiful evening. And remember, exercise your brain, you know, and try to be creative. You know, it's just advice. I'm not telling anybody what to do. But, you know, if you have kids, be creative. Don't scold them for little things like this. Because you know what? It's actually healthy for them. It's, you know, it's not about playing with food. It's about really teaching them to, you know, put little things in a container. This is like brain stimulation for him. Look how long he's been content doing this. Right? And I count with him here and there. And it's really nice. It's a nice activity. And I'll just rinse them off and I'll eat them because I want him to. But I see, even though the floor is clean, I wouldn't let him eat them now. But I will eat them. And I have another pack that I put in the refrigerator. Actually, no, it's right here. Let's see, yeah. See? Oh, I got baby carrots. Excellent. Carrots have beta-carotene. Good for your eyes. 32 minutes, okay. And avocados, guys. All right, eat healthy, stay strong, and God bless you, and Jesus loves you. Ciao.